Okay, so welcome to the read. I've already done Palo Santo and Cleanse the Energy. I'm going to be reading from the What We've Forgotten deck. I pulled two cards just now, and I pulled Higher Love. Transformation came out first, and then Higher Love. So a higher love, the love that you embody, whatever it is that you consider to be love, is being transformed at this time. So I'm going to read this and we can see what kind of correlations we can match up with this. New forms, transformation. You could also be seeing dragonflies. There's also coins. There's quite a few things on this card. If we entertain the idea that surrender and transformation are part of this whole life on earth thing, then what does effortless surrender bring to the natural cycles of the world? This is what we need to remember. Transformation is part of life. We can look to nature for inspiration and lessons on this. We have lots of amazing beings on the planet who follow their purpose and literally shapeshift to become what they are meant to be. Butterflies and dragonflies are just two of those beings. The butterfly goes through a transformation without much ease or grace. They begin as caterpillars, and to reach their final form of butterflies, they have to go into a phase where they literally rip themselves apart to be able to fly. Dragonflies have a little more ease and a lot more grace because they get to choose. They begin as water bugs and then go through a nymph stage where they can seemingly shapeshift from one part of their evolution to another, even skipping parts and going straight from one phase into the next if it strikes them. This is nature's way of showing us, this is nature's way of showing us that there's more than one way to grow. Sometimes we need to let go of parts of ourselves to become who are we meant to be. Sometimes we need to let go of parts of ourselves to become who, I think they meant to put who we are meant to be. What kinds of transformations might you be undergoing? Is there a way for you to make it more gentle? So what kind of transformation are people going through? What kind of transformation are you going through? I know that once I started learning about manifestation, and that in the past my way of thinking was creating my life, and I know it can be hard to deal with, but until we become self-aware and stuff, it's the programming, it's the subconscious things that our subconscious believes that, and unless we go in and change them, it will keep producing those things into our life. So my point is, when I realized this, I want transformation, and I know it can be rough and it can be hard and whatnot, but it's funny that they label it this way. Cool. Sorry, just an epiphany and a realization that I just had was that I started asking to learn my life lessons through ease and grace and through joy. 333 on the timer. And also we have 44 up here at the top of the page. So you could be seeing these numbers, but just change the way your subconscious will eventually take it as the truth. Even if it's not the truth, if you keep telling yourself that, it will become the truth. We're just reprogramming, relearning stuff. And I think that's really incredible that dragonflies actually can skip phases. I actually never knew that. So I'm learning with you guys. Because it is going from the caterpillar to the butterfly. I know that I ended up taking a very rough way, and I'm sure a lot of us have, because we were unaware that we had a choice. And now we're coming to the realization, with more and more information, more and more studies coming out, that you do have a choice. And if you have learned certain things, especially if you can tap into your Akashic records and bring in past life lessons that you have already lived and you have already learned into this lifetime, into this present time, it can help you skip phases like the dragonfly. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's move on to higher love. The holy shift. The power of connection. It's a beautiful card. To further enrich the adventure that is life, we each get a unique brand of potion to bring to the party. You carry a power, a magic absolutely unique to you. You know that good old human thing we call chemistry, where you hit it off with someone? This is the power of connection and the joy that comes with it. When we work in connection with source energy, the world opens up and offers us healing. Archaeological evidence of civilizations before and after the Neolithic era shows a long-held sense of identification with the well-being of the earth. This was exemplified by noticing the way the planets had a connection and relationship to the sun. These relationships with nature once resulted in a mutually beneficial and reciprocal world. In many parts of the globe, that chain of wisdom still hasn't been broken. The joy of connection doesn't just happen between human beings, it happens between all beings. What are some connections that bring you joy? I love dogs, I love animals. What connections might you be able to grow? What shifts might come from intentionally bringing higher love to the table with beings in your life, including you? Definitely. The more we love ourselves, the more we're loving God. The more we love plants and animals, I'm gonna say it, the more you're in touch with God, the more you are in touch with the Divine Mother here on earth, which we are made of that substance, and also the Divine Father, because we are stardust. We are made of stardust. It goes hand in hand. I hope somebody got something from this message. I feel like not enough people read from the books, and I can't memorize all of these cards with all of the information. It's not going to happen. I'm going to use my 126 bits of my day to really hone in on the things that I really need to absorb and be able to recant for where I'm being guided. So don't overextend yourself, guys, but you're transforming into accept this higher love from the divine, from yourself, because yourself, your true self, is the divine, is God. Yeshua said, in the Bible, you are gods, and you will do things much greater than I have ever done. So just remember that to question everything, including, the things that make us really uncomfortable, that we resist. That's the direction you should go. Just do some more research, because you'll be astonished at what you find. And when you find it yourself and you come to your own realizations, I don't know if I should describe it that way. So I'm going to describe it this way just because it's my take. I used to do drugs to feel happy so I could manage this life. And when you do these things, when you go through self-realization, when you study, when you research things that you're interested or that you're being guided to, and you come to your own conclusion, it's like a big dose of drugs from God, like from the divine. And you realize, bread and water, yeah, sure, I can chill with some bread and water if this is how I get to feel, if this is what I get to embody 9/11 on the timer. It really is an amazing feeling. Just give it a try. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you already know. And that's why, you've been led to this. So I love you guys. Keep transforming. I'm so excited for this new world that's coming in, and more people waking up, and us being able to actually talk about this. Besides on the internet. All right. I love you. Till next time, 9:39.